So, Michelle Cassidy, I'm going to look at you. Can you hear me? Yes. Fantastic. Okay. So, welcome to this session called Spotlight on Canada. As you may have seen in the program, my name is Claudio Ramirez, and I am a diplomat at the Canadian High Commission here in London. Our mandate at the High Commission is to help businesses grow, and not just Canadian businesses, but businesses in the UK as well. The UK is a very strategic partner for Canada. It is our second largest partner in the world, whether you think about trade, whether you think about investment, or whether you think about innovation. And as you may have guessed, second to the United States, our neighbor. There's also people-to-people ties that unite us. There's over 100,000 Canadians and Brits in terms of diaspora on both sides of the pond. We are united by the fact that we're part of the Commonwealth, so we share the same king. We are united by a common language, a common political system, common values, and so forth. Canada is also very well known around the world for its financial and banking system. In fact, mostly because of the safety of the Canadian banking system. In the 2008 financial crisis, not a single Canadian bank required a bailout. And today, 6 Canadian banks are among the 10 safest in North America. And our good governance in banking was well recognized when a few years back, the Bank of England poached Mark Carney to become essentially at the helm of the bank, its central banker. Just yesterday, I was looking at my emails, and there's a new index that showed that Canadian banks hold 3 of the top 10 spots globally in terms of AI innovation. So that's hardly surprising. Another statistic that is of interest perhaps to you is that fintech adoption in Canada today is about 70%, up from 18% only in 2017. And finally, Toronto ranks 6th in the world in terms of its in the global fintech ranking. Enough stats. We're here to spotlight Canadian companies. So just before they take their turn here in this panel, or rather at this stage, I just wanted to mention to you where they come from. So they are part of our 2024 cohort for the Canadian Technology Accelerator program. They had to go through a very rigorous selection process and very competitive one. Each of the companies that you're going to hear about today needed to have commercial traction in Canada. They needed to have a proprietary technology, and they needed to be scalable. So in many ways, these are all success stories that we're trying to bring to you today. So without further ado, we're going to proceed with the Spotlight on Canada and with the pitch session. There are going to be about 3 minutes each. And rather than doing a Q&A after each presentation, we thought that we would use the rest of the time allocated to us during this session for some networking. So after you hear these pitches, I'm sure you will identify some companies that you may want to partner and collaborate with. And we just invite you to come and talk to them. They'll make themselves available. They'll stay here in the room until 4 p.m. So first off, we have 4 Eyes Financial.
Good afternoon, everyone. Let's do this. I'm here this afternoon to share with you a $4 billion global opportunity. And it's triggered every time an investment advisor makes a trade on someone's behalf, either buying or selling. And when that person has the trade made on their behalf, and if you have investments yourself and as an advisor, perhaps you ask yourself, is this the right investment for me? Does it fit my unique risk profile? Does it achieve my investment objectives? And oftentimes, investors have to wait, often weeks and sometimes months, to get the answer to that suitability question. So why does it take so long? Because currently investment firms use multiple endpoint and often legacy solutions to capture things like onboarding information and know your client maintenance and risk ratings. And all of that data has to come together in order to get at know your client, know your product, and trade suitability. And months are just too long to wait that and get that information. So my name is Weir, and I'm the co-founder and CEO of Four Eyes Financial. And we're in London all week meeting with some of the largest wealth firms in the country who are interested in finding out how to achieve KYC, KYP, and trade suitability and take the cost out of compliance. We are taking the cost out of compliance for Canadian firms, some of the fastest growing firms in the country. And we're excited to share how we're doing that with our intelligent compliance platform here in the UK. So taking the cost out of compliance does something for these firms. It enables them to achieve greater capacity with the compliance teams that they have, and finding that kind of talent is really hard globally. So how is this a global problem? Well, in the US, the UK, Canada, and Australia, the regulations around investments are very similar. And in fact, over the last 3 years, Canada has introduced something called client-focused reforms that is aimed right at suitability. In the US, they have something called Reg BI that is aimed at suitability. And in the UK, some of you are probably familiar with Consumer Duty, also aimed at suitability. With this enhanced regulation and enhanced enforcement, firms are really looking for ways to meet this obligation without adding additional cost. So what we know is the problem is real, the problem is global, and the problem is costly. And that Four Eyes Financial has solved this problem. If you'd like to know more about how we're doing that, or you're interested in investing in our global expansion, please come and see us. We'll be here for the next hour or so. Thank you very much.
All right. Hello, everyone. My name is Mathieu. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Octav. At Octav, we're using machine learning to label and categorize blockchain transaction. We do that to simplify reconciliation and reporting for any liquid asset manager. Even though the data is public on the blockchain, everything is still fragmented and unlabeled. Most data tooling right now on the market in Web3 are actually Web2 company. They're trying to fit a square peg into a round hole. Doesn't work. So they do not understand the new data structure of Web3 ecosystem. Octav approach is let the user interact with the data, and we learn from that information. So it makes our data set more robust every day. This makes us the platform that can scale really fast. We can integrate any protocol, blockchain, or token that's being added every day. We use a machine learning algorithm, but we also pair that with what we call a human network of validator so that we can optimize the labelization of our data. The current market of the decentralized finance market is $100 billion, and the total market of finance is actually $31 trillion. Everyone understands the blockchain value for finance. It's easy to see how it can really help the finance market, but we strongly believe that other markets like cybersecurity, supply chain, or healthcare can also benefit from blockchain, and all of this data will need to be labeled. We've been successful at proving this in decentralized finance for the past 2 years. And then we have about 20,000 users right now, 1,000 daily active users. We've generated 300K Canadian in Q1 of 2024, and we are on track to generate 1.5 million by the end of this year. We're currently using a SaaS model for that, but we're also exploring different alternatives. We work with different company, DAO protocol, but also hedge fund and family office. And finally, we've raised 6.65 million US from world-class blockchain developer and investor. The team is 17 people. Me and Luc has been in crypto since 2012. So we've seen a lot of different roller coaster in crypto. We've hired the best developer from around the world, from Germany, Switzerland, Africa, US, Canada, and we're fully 100% remote. We're seeking to expand in Europe actually right now. That's why we're here. Looking to onboard any hedge fund or family office that already have some liquid asset in decentralized finance or are looking to expand in the coming years. That's it.
Hi, everyone. My name is Amar Ahluwalia. I am co-founder and CEO of OneVest. We are one of the fastest growing wealth tech companies in the world. I'm not going to bore you with lots of context. What I really want to do during this session is really just tell you our origin story. So back in 2021, my three co-founders, we were all exiting prior unicorn businesses, and COVID was amongst us, and we got together over a bunch of drinks. And what happened was we started ideating, and we started talking about problem statements within wealth management. And we were all really big fans of core banking. We saw a lot of innovation in core banking. We saw proxy examples like a Mambu, who was really changing the way banks could access modular infrastructure. And then we started to dissect wealth management. That level of modularity just didn't really exist. So within wealth management, you had lots of point solutions, really broken infrastructure, nothing talked to each other. Data was extremely hard to capture. So we set out on a journey really to go and create a brand new wealth infrastructure from the ground up. And we've done that in less than 2 years. And the thesis for us and kind of the value prop for us was always to provide technology that enables you to have more flexible delivery across your organization, more modularity, so you're able to deliver it across your lines of businesses, having the ability to configure and tailor the actual wealth management experiences across the organization as well, and really bringing it across in a microservices kind of modern architecture. And we've done that in a very, very short period of time. So if I fast forward here to kind of the next slide, what we've done is really created the OneVest core wealth delivery infrastructure across the board. So we've gone front to back from a retail wealth and advice-led capability perspective. So if you look at the black box in the middle, what we've done is we've created unique solutions from a technology perspective that really span the entirety of an ecosystem delivery itself. So everything from investor-led onboarding to advisor-led onboarding to a hybrid of the two, automated suitability scores and algorithms that go across geographies, go across kind of regulatory segments. We've built our own portfolio management system from the ground up. We've built our own order management system from the ground up. We've created a new version of what you would define to be kind of an advisor 360. So bringing data together in one simple, easy to use interface per se. And we've built this on a microservices environment whereby it's plug and play. It can be deployed across the full organization. It's structured to be effectively multi-back office, bringing various data points together. And then in addition to that, we've also brought a lot of experience to the table as well. So anything from white label mobile applications, robo apps, client portals, advisor portals, effectively a fulsome delivery. So we actually have the capabilities to replicate about 30 vendors in a legacy wealth architecture. We've built the entire thing in-house, front to back. When we start to dissect what that looks like from a feature prop perspective, so if we take a look at the screen here, if we look at just digital onboarding, we actually go end to end from a journey value prop presentation. So if you think about it from getting the investor in the door, getting their compliance and AML CKY done in an automated fashion, building algorithms around that as you look to evaluate suitability, all the way down to kind of building our own version of DocuSign. We've done that in a very holistic journey. But the key value prop and kind of our superpower of OneVest is that we are extremely configurable. You can effectively set multiple roles and permissions across the entire value prop of the organization, and we're able to flex and plug and play across the organization. When we start thinking about kind of where we are in our growth trajectory, founded in 2021, have really been on rocket fire since inception. We've raised a ton of money from some of the largest investors in the world, including Deloitte. Some of the largest financial institutions in North America are already our clients. We just signed a top 3 global asset manager yesterday, so it's been some really accelerated growth for us. We've already entered the UK market in terms of kind of scoping out what we're doing from a launch perspective, and then we have some strategic alliances already formed with the likes of a CBO, S&P coming on board, lots of data providers. So again, the core value prop of OneVest is to be able to provide kind of better, modern wealth technology to really power that next evolution of business. Thank you.
Okay, everybody, my name is Susan MacDonald, and I'm the CFO at PayTic. So, what is PayTic? We offer a SaaS solution, and we transform the back office functionality in the payment card industry. Who is the team at PayTic? There's our founder, Emad. I work with Ayub Kate, and we're supported by a team of 25 professionals, both in Canada and Morocco. So a little bit about our timeline. So the company was founded in late 2020. In 2021, early, we onboarded our first client. We grew throughout that year, and in 2022, we went through our first round of seed fundraising. 2023 was all about global growth. We added 10 times to our client addition. We added more than 10 times to our revenue base, and we expanded internationally with our first client outside of Canada. 2024 is about more expansion for PayTic. To date, we've got more than $5 million in funding backed by VCs. So here's a little quick glimpse of some of our clients. You can see that we're now truly global, and we partner with some of the biggest names in the industry. So what our solution does is it solves a whole host of problems in the program management industry for card payments. So traditionally, the evolution in the payments industry, it's been really focused on the cardholder front end. So think Google Pay, think digital wallets, and really the back office has been largely untouched. And these operating inefficiencies and lost opportunities are costing the industry $50 billion a year. So imagine trillions of transactions being made every single day, terabytes of data, and I know everyone in this room is familiar with our favorite program, Excel. You've spent the evening reconciling something, and this happens. It's terrible. So we knew at PayTic there had to be a better way. So here's a quick look inside of our platform. It's very user-friendly. With the touch of a button, you can get into analytics, reconciliation, disputes, invoicing. You can reconcile everything at the drop of a hat. And one of our favorite things, regulatory compliance. Imagine getting all your regulatory compliance completed with just the touch of a button. Who would have thought regulatory could be fun and fast? So what does program management look like with PayTic? Well, we've got 3 modules. We make it easy for you. We have a module that focuses on operations, one on finance, and another on risk and compliance. So, and we can also make integration easy. It can be as simple as drag and drop, or seamlessly, we can connect to your core systems and platforms. So where do our clients actually find value? Well, our invoice analyzer has saved nearly $4 million in network fees. Our disputes wizard has an amazing 98% chargeback win rate. And our reconciliation manager has reduced hundreds and countless hours of manual work. So how do we make money? Well, we're SaaS subscription. We let our clients choose the integration type. We let them choose the modules that will benefit their company the most. And we offer them a multi-year subscription, and we bill them how they choose. So what's our mission? Well, we aim to be the next gold standard in banking operations, and we're here to talk to anybody who wants to hear about our story. So thank you so much for your time today. I really want to thank the CTA Accelerator for giving us an opportunity to talk on London's fintech stage. Thank you so much.